Okay,
Mrs. Brewer.
Mr. Brewer.
Hufflepuff Pride over
I
there, by the
know,
way.
I am geeking out today.
What do you got over
I
there?
have a Hufflepuff Quidditch shirt on
We are
because
both
we are both
Hufflepuffs.
Hufflepuffs, and
Okay.
that also shows our generation because the younger generation doesn't really care what Harry
Okay.
Potter
Okay.
thing. My boss, hi Julie, my boss is Slytherin, and she is the best Slytherin I've ever met.
So I'll be the first to admit I am a Harry Potter novice. Okay. Explain to me and maybe our audience why Hufflepuffs, why do we have pride in that?
Well, first of all,
Don't go down the rabbit hole, just give me the cliff notes.
Hufflepuffs
Here we go.
are the sweet, genuine, loyal people.
Oh, that's me.
Right?
Right?
Yeah,
That just
we're
describes me.
basically like the golden retrievers of Harry Potter.
But we're not badass.
No.
So
There are
like,
some
so when
badass.
they're fighting, what's his feathers with the nose?
Baltimore.
Voldemort. Yes, like I said, I'm a novice. So they're in the back just kind of like saying, "Good job, guys. You're doing
Absolutely
great."
not. First of all, don't take away from our Hufflepuffs. We first of all have Cedric Diggory, who was the first person to face Voldemort when he came back and died.
You could have said anything and I would have been like, okay, that person.
And then we have Nymphadora Tonks, and she is
Sure we do.
badass.
Okay.
So don't take away from Nymphadora.
Nymph? She's a nymph?
No, that's her name.
Nymphadora.
Nymphadora.
Nymphadora. Okay. But like I said, we are down the rabbit hole already. I am out of my league. I'm going to let you.
She is. I will point her out to you in the movie.
Okay.
But she is phenomenal.
Cool. Great.
Okay.
Anyway, Hufflepuff.
I am wearing a Hufflepuff Quidditch shirt, and I am drinking from like a 1980s, circa 1980s.
Was that Burger King or McDonald's?
Like Star Wars Return of the Jedi glass that I think was from Burger King.
I think it's a Burger King, yeah. That's probably worth some money right there.
It might be. And it's in fairly good shape. Yeah, it's Burger King. It's got Coca-Cola and Burger King.
There you go.
And it's got it says, in the Tatooine desert, Han Solo takes aim with his laser pistol while Luke Skywalker brandishes his Leadeye, good. Jedi lightsaber above the
What's in that drink, by the way?
Sarlacc pit.
Mighty Sarlacc. And that is why I married Lindsay, because she
in the background, Jabba the Hutt's giant sail barge bursts into flames. Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie. At some point in time.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
But that is not the topic.
That is neither here nor.
We are having. Okay, so recently.
I do need this. Like we need to set the stage, right?
So recently. We had the best drummer debate, which we told ourselves, or we told everyone, was not like a stupid debate.
No, that's been years.
People debate that all the time, and will continue to do so. And especially as more drummers come into the fray,
correct,
there will be more of a discussion there. This might be one of the dumbest debates we've ever had coming up today.
And it wasn't even a debate that you and I started out with.
We didn't even start this. Somebody
sent this to us. Please set the stage.
My college roommate, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. We love you.
Sent me a meme. Not even a meme. It was like a screenshot of a conversation that someone had had. And she was like, you should debate this. And at first, Matt and I read it and we were like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever read. There's no debate to be had. And then 30 minutes later, we were still talking about it.
Shockingly, we got into it.
So she sent me a screenshot of a conversation that someone had had with a sandwich cut in half.
This is like a turkey sandwich. Nothing special.
Yeah, just like a turkey sandwich
on
cut
white
in half. That said, please settle a debate for me and my husband. Is this one sandwich or is this two sandwiches? And both Matt and I were like, that's one sandwich cut in half. But here's where the debate starts.
So we were in agreement.
We're in agreement that a singular sandwich cut in half is still one sandwich.
Correct.
We're in agreement there.
Well, then it gets messy.
However, the original poster says the debate starts when you start talking about buffets.
Yeah. So do you want me to take over here?
Go ahead.
Okay. So as Lindsay said, the debate started when the person who was apparently sending this meme, this screenshot, whatever it be, there was a bowl, literally a bowl of half sandwiches. Okay, now stay with me here. Half sandwiches. And then the other person said, make sure you get me a sandwich. Okay, now we got to do some math here. I know that's challenging for me. I am not good with fractions, but I think I can do a half to a whole. Okay, So let me just phrase
Math,
this.
babe.
I know. I was told there'd be no math in this game. Let's put this in perspective. We're gonna play a little association. We're gonna be at a buffet. Okay, we're at a buffet right now. I am literally going to take my first plate, and that's usually a salad, right? It's kind of your
I
fixings.
never get a buffet. I never get salad at buffets.
Oh, you always got to start out with the
No,
crudité, right?
No, you fill up on salad where you can get
It's
that
like
anywhere.
you have your little portion of it. It's like a warm-up plate.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I crush a buffet and I get like 3 or 4 different plates,
Yes.
and they're all
It
staged.
takes up space that you could use for all the other.
I'm not saying it can't, but you need the fiber to keep things ready.
Okay. Okay, and at least you're tricking your body into thinking you're eating healthy.
Exactly.
Got
and
it.
then you pile on the cheese, the bacon,
Right.
everything. Croutons.
Ranch
So
dressing.
your tiny little salad of lettuce now becomes a vessel to get your cheese, your bacon, your croutons, your dressing, all that.
Right.
So anyway,
But at least you're getting lettuce.
like I said, if you're that person that bypasses the salad and goes right for the sandwiches, so this is fitting in well. Let's say I ask you to get me a sandwich, okay?
Right.
And we now know they're cut in half.
Yes.
What do?
I would bring a half a sandwich.
So you are literally not bringing me a sandwich, you are bringing me a half a sandwich.
You're seeing that group of sandwiches and you're saying bring me a sandwich. I am not assuming you mean 2 halves.
I want the equivalent of a full. I don't want a half a sandwich. If I said I wanted a half a sandwich, I'd be like, can you grab me half of that?
No, you wouldn't, because then I would look at that and say, am I supposed to cut this half into half?
That would be so I'm not going to say I want a quarter. I'm literally saying I would like a sandwich, which equates to half of a sandwich and half of a sandwich.
In real world terms, if we are at a buffet and someone says to you, I would like, could you get me one of those sandwiches? Like points over there and says, hey, could you get me one of those sandwiches?
Yes.
You're bringing back 1 unit of whatever it is.
I like the unit form right there. The phrase, that's very good. But that proves my point. You are bringing a unit, which equals a whole.
Yes. You bring back a unit, which is the half sandwich that has been pre-cut.
So if I said, okay, let's put this in another perspective. I'm really hungry. I want a lot of bread. I'm carbo loading. I say, Lindsay,
I run a marathon the next day.
Better carbo load. I say, bring me 2 sandwiches. You're going to bring me just the equivalent of a bowl.
If you say, can you bring me 2 sandwiches? I'm bringing 2 individual half sandwiches.
No, you're going to bring me 4 because they're cut in half. 4 halves make 2.
If they are just half sandwiches stacked across the board, those then become individual sandwiches. If there are 2 half sandwiches next to each other, like on a plate, that's 1 sandwich.
I don't want. Oh God! Again, this is where it got really into the weeds. Let's get granular again. Shout out to our other episode. But what I'm saying is, I want to be filled up by the whole, not the half. So if I say to you, I am expecting a sandwich, a la 2 different halves, I'm going to be upset if I only get a half.
Okay, what if we're at a tea?
A tea.
And
I like this.
Yes, I'm very proper.
Very dainty.
At a tea.
What do you do at a tea? I've never been.
Have you never been to a high tea? We should go to the Brown Palace high tea.
Do you think they would sponsor us? Could we do our
Brown Palace? Can we come by and you can tell us whether or not these are full?
This is a first for me. I have never done tea. Do I have to do this? Like, do I do this?
Keep your pinky up.
Keep the pinky up.
I mean, if you want to.
I've never done this, so I'm a rookie.
Tea sandwiches is a thing.
Tea sandwiches.
Correct.
Okay.
And they are even smaller.
Do tell.
They're small little sandwiches. They're probably this big. They're probably like a 2 to 3 inches big.
Okay.
And they are tiny little sandwiches.
Of?
All sorts of sandwiches.
Do they have like PB&J?
I've never had I've never had a PB&J at a tea.
I don't think of going.
No, but it's like
do I have a turkey sandwich?
Fancy little sandwiches.
Like roast beef. I'm gonna need something more. I literally am so hung up on this tea sandwich.
They're more like.
I thought you had like macaroons or some like.
But there's that too. Yeah. There's that too.
But you have sandwiches.
Well, they're little baby tea sandwiches.
This is groundbreaking for
yes.
me. Okay.
Okay, so they're like cucumber sandwiches or goat cheese or hey goat cheese girl, Adrian.
Does goat cheese and tea go together?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like the fancy dressed up version of sandwich, but in smaller form.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Got it.
So if you had a singular tea sandwich,
Singular tea sandwich. Yes.
it's one sandwich, even though it's a very small sandwich.
Well, sure, because you're not cutting it in half. But like, okay, let me put again. This is completely new to me. Is there like a buffet at tea?
Okay, I have another question.
Oh God, I didn't even get my answer to the first question.
There's no buffet at tea. They serve it to you on platters. It comes on this cute little dish that has tiers.
Then absolutely, it's a whole
adorable.
sandwich. It's a small sandwich apparently, but it's a whole sandwich.
Okay. What if
What if?
you take a piece of bread
Okay.
and cut it in half and
Okay.
make a sandwich out of the two halves of bread? Is that one sandwich?
So you are literally let's put this in terms I can understand because I'm not that high level apparently. Fractions
I don't
work.
think that was hard. You have
Okay.
you have a piece of bread. You have a piece of Wonder Bread in front of you.
What's going in the middle of this bread? Just say turkey.
Okay. It is a turkey sandwich.
Turkey sandwich.
You have a piece of Wonder Bread.
Yes.
You cut the bread in half before you do anything else to it.
Okay.
You cut the bread in half, put turkey on it, cheese, mayo if you're a mayo person, which you're not.
Why would you even say that?
Mustard, whatever it is that.
Do you know me at all?
Because people put mayo on sandwiches.
Do you know me at all?
You don't put mayo on.
Thank you.
Okay. And then you put the second half of bread that you had pre-cut on
Yep.
top, and you've created a small sandwich.
That's a half a sandwich.
That's a half the sandwich.
Because you
Where's the other
literally-
half? Where's the other half?
Apparently still in the bag and in the fridge.
So there's this theoretical half sandwich that's just out there waiting to be made.
That is literally a half a piece of bread. On the, caloric intake for the, the nutrition facts, it's going to say one piece. That, like, you have to double that if you're going to want to make a full sandwich. So my argument is that's a half a sandwich. That is a half. You're literally eating a half.
Where's the other half?
In the fridge or still in the Wonder Bag. Wonder Bread bag. Wow, that's really hard to
say that 10 times.
Wonder
fast.
Bread bag.
Wonder Bread bag. Wonder Bread bag. Wonder Bread bag. No,
Explain to me how you get a whole out of that.
because it's just a whole small sandwich.
A whole small sandwich.
It's the same argument as the tea sandwiches.
But those come in. You have two pieces of bread, though. That's the whole point.
This is two pieces of bread. It's two small pieces of bread.
But you haven't cut up the small sandwich of tea. That's how they come, I'm guessing, right?
Okay, so what if theoretically
Okay.
those small tea sandwiches come from cutting up larger pieces of bread?
Oh, this is getting really complex here.
You've got one big piece of bread and it's cut into, I don't know, fourths to create these small tea sandwiches.
You're doing fractions.
So now you have a fourth of a sandwich instead of just a small sandwich?
Well, it would be a half because you're taking two different pieces of that whole piece of bread. Right?
No.
My brain hurts. That's too many fractions.
All right. Here's where we're at. I'd like to recap.
I'm lost.
I'd like to recap where we're at.
I'm lost.
We are in agreement
Yes.
that,
We are?
wait, we are in agreement that if you have a regular turkey sandwich that is made with two pieces of Wonder Bread,
Yes.
and that is cut in half,
Okay.
that is one sandwich cut in half.
Yes.
That is a sandwich, but just cut in halves.
Yes.
Okay. The debate comes from if the halves aren't sitting next to each other, portraying a whole sandwich,
Portraying. Oh, this is fantastic.
and they are being sold as individual pieces.
Uh-huh.
That's a sandwich in and of itself.
No, the argument comes. The argument comes from someone saying, "I would like a sandwich."
Right.
Right. So again, we go back to our our wonderful description that if I'm sitting down eating my salad and I say, "Hey, Liz, over there are sandwiches. Can I get a sandwich?" You're gonna bring me a half.
I will bring you one piece of one unit that you saw.
That's what I'm saying. Is that
You saw individual sandwiches sitting there, and if you wanted more than one of of what is being displayed, you need to say how many you want.
Then I would say I'd want 2, which is the equivalent of bringing 4 of those halves.
No, if you said you wanted 2 of those sandwiches, I would bring you 2 of the units of sandwiches.
But that is not what I asked for, because I asked for 2 sandwiches, which equates to 4 halves.
No, I don't think there's a single person out there who's going to agree with you on that. I really don't.
We're going to throw this to the audience here.
I think that.
Go within yourself. Are you going to want to go hungry at a buffet? You're going to want those sandwiches. You don't want halves.
I also
you don't
want to say, I'm not sure I've been at too many buffets that have just like sandwiches.
Agreed. I think this is a very unique buffet.
It's a very nice buffet with like pre-made sandwiches that I've never seen.
I think the picture, I wish we had that picture to show, but it was literally like just pretty comparable to what we're saying, like 2 pieces of Wonder Bread with some turkey and or just something in the middle.
This is going to be a hard
This is not like Subway sandwiches here.
This is going to be a hard one for you and I to poll
Uh-huh.
because people really need to listen to this episode. Because if I just put the poll out there with the picture that says, is this 1 sandwich or 2? 90% of people are going to say that's 1 sandwich.
I'm holding on to that 10%.
No. You would win in that scenario.
Well, let's do that then. Let's do that.
90% of people are going to look at that picture and say that's 1 sandwich cut in half, which you and I agree on.
Yes.
It comes down to the buffet question.
It is, I agree.
It comes down to the buffet. So the question in the poll is going to have to be, if you're at a buffet and there are...
Can we put the picture up?
But the picture's not going to help.
It is. They're going
to have to
contextual. Contextual.
No, because the picture itself is a Wonder Bread turkey sandwich cut in half, which everyone will agree is a sandwich cut in half.
Okay.
It's the buffet question.
Okay.
That's what, there's the kink.
Because I agree that we were in agreement prior to reading
because we got this from Nicole and both of us read it and we're like, there's no debate to be had. That's 1 sandwich cut in half.
Yes.
And then we kept reading about the buffet and that's when we got into where we are now.
And we're still not.
And actually, I love that this debate is new for us because most of our debates, we cannot pinpoint the origin.
Yes, that is true.
This one, we can at least be like, Nicole started this. Thanks,
thank
Nicole.
you.
And we
can add stress to the marriage.
And we can at least talk about like when this started because we don't know for most of our debates. So let's
I don't think we
wrap
can
up.
Really go more.
No. I think we need to wrap this one up. I think
the argument
comes from
still stands.
Now,
you take that picture, you take the context of the situation in the buffet. Are you going to want half a sandwich or do you want a whole? And it boils down to who is going to bring who. Are you bringing a half or are you bringing the whole? I'm going to be disappointed if you brought me the half.
If you're at a buffet and someone says to you, can you bring me a sandwich? Mm-hmm. And are you bringing back a sandwich or 2? That is what it comes down to.
Because I asked for
I know what you want. Obviously, now I know if we're ever at a buffet and there are sandwiches that are pre-cut in half, I now know that if you ask me, I shall bring you 2.
So if I ask for 8 sandwiches, you're going to bring me 16, right? That's math.
In your world,
yes.
But if you told me, can you bring 8 sandwiches? I would bring you 8 individual sandwiches.
Which is equal to 4 sandwiches. That's not what I asked for.
Okay. So this was a lot of math.
I was told there'd be no math in this.
This was a lot of math.
Fractions are not my strong suit.
I am. I'm gonna laugh really hard at this poll.
Yeah.
Because this, again, we agreed at the beginning. This is probably one of the stupidest debates.
It was one of our. I literally remember it. I'm like, this is not going to be a debate. I think we're in agreement. And then all of a sudden, sure enough, 40 minutes later, we're
still talking about it.
Still talking about it.
And then I texted Nicole. I texted Nicole. I was like, well, it's been added to the list because we're still having this debate.
Yeah.
And she laughed and said, I look forward to listening to it.
So this one's for you.
This one's for you, girl.
Appreciate I still remember the first time I met you. And
appreciate the idea.
Yes. That's an inside joke.
Yeah, are we going to talk about that? We need to talk about that.
That's for a different time.
No, I think that's okay. All right, we're going to wrap up there because I don't think there's more to be said on that subject.
Oh, there is. We just can't devote 5 hours to this.
Wait, no, most of our episodes have been well under, like
That's-
they've been under the 30
Hence the
minute mark.
reason I said we need to wrap it up so we don't get into that.
So we don't just keep going,
Exactly.
because we could keep rehashing the same thing.
Hence the reason.
And I think that my argument of the tea sandwiches plus my argument of the singular piece of bread cut in half made into a small sandwich is where you fall flat. And I also think there's not a single person on earth who is going to be at a buffet and someone says, bring me a sandwich, and you bring back two because you thought in your head that they meant one full sandwich.
That is literally the point, is I'm hungry at a buffet. I'm not going to want to have to go back to get my other half of sandwich. I want it there. I want it done. I asked for 2 sandwiches. I expect 4.
You asked for, oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's, I think you're toast on this one. No pun intended.
Well, we shall see. We shall see. Who loves the buffets? Who crushes buffets? I think we're gonna.
Also, let us know if you've ever been to a buffet where there are pre-cut half sandwiches.
Yeah, because I will agree. Wherever I go, if I do go to a buffet, I'm not getting a turkey sandwich.
You can spoon onto a plate.
I am not getting a turkey sandwich.
I'm not getting a turkey sandwich at a buffet. So really, it's a moot point. I don't think either of us are ever going to ask.
But I'm standing strong.
But you want to die on that.
I'm going to die on that hill.
Yes.
Hopefully, I don't have to. Voters, work with me.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't have to die on that hill.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, I wish you luck in that one, because I don't feel good about this for you.
Love you, babe.
Love you too.
Have a good one, everyone.
All right. Love you all.
Bye.